What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's very controversial video, or rather could potentially be controversial, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. The hopes to potentially pull a blue eyes white dragon, a dark magician, a red eyes black dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is obviously this beautiful Peacock from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. With all of the new dark base decks that are going to be coming out into the format and are already in the format, this card is definitely going to be coming in quite handy, so definitely pick yourself up a few copies of a Troll and Toad or TCG player, depending on your preference. As for me, I'm going to get my copy graded, but I never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want to see some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys, literally over 80% of you guys, are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My @s will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically is today's video, which is this: which month of the year would you guys like to see WrestleMania take place? March, April, or May? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today, because it appears that WWE is planning to move WrestleMania 41 into another month. Now, obviously, we know over the last 40 years, for the latter part of 4 decades, WrestleMania has always taken place in either the month of March or the month of April. And well, there goes PSA 10 on my collector rare. Anyway, hang on guys, let me try and get this card back to me. There we go. Alright, finally, we got it, and there goes PSA 10. Anyway, when you look at WrestleMania and you look at exactly where, what month it takes place in, think about this. think about this. You look at the very first WrestleMania, which it took place March 31st, 1985. So you have literally so you have WrestleMania 1 taking place in March. The second WrestleMania took place April 7th, and and ideally, if you can actually believe it, it was actually on a Monday back in 1986. So it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird, but then you look at WrestleMania 3, March 29th, 1987. So just giving you guys an idea. So over the years, you look at every single WrestleMania over the years, and it either lands somewhere between the middle of March to right around the first week of April. And now apparently WWE is planning to host WrestleMania 41 in the month of May, which honestly I don't think that's such a good idea, just in terms of what the card would look like. Because when you think about it, you look at previous WrestleManias, and the card would, up until I want to say up until WrestleMania 35, it would have somewhere between 10 to at least somewhere between 8 to about, I'll say 12, approximately about 12 matches on the card, each one usually lasting within somewhere between 15 to around 30 minutes at the most. The only time a match at WrestleMania would ever go almost an hour is if the match was that hyped. And you look at WrestleMania 28, The Rock versus John Cena, that match, super hyped, and it lasted more than literally almost 40 minutes. You look at that same night, Hell in a Cell, the end of an era, Triple H and the Undertaker. That match lasted almost an hour, about 52 minutes, I think, and that's not even counting their entrances, which is absolutely insane. And funny enough, WWE President Nick Khan actually made an appearance at the Sports Business Journal's World Congress of Sports event not that long ago, and he actually talked about that as well, saying that it is a possibility, but it's something that we can't that they can't overlook, I guess, if you will. And as far as the possible location, there's been a lot of rumors that next year's WrestleMania supposedly would take place inside I think in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know the venue. I don't remember the venue, but that's one rumor. Another rumor is that apparently the next 3 WrestleManias have already been set. So apparently next year is supposed to take place in Vegas, inside Allegiant Stadium, and then WrestleMania 42 is supposedly going to be taking place inside Wembley Stadium in East London, England, and then WrestleMania 43 supposedly will take place in Minneapolis. I don't know all the details, but apparently that is supposedly going to be taking place. Honestly, I think my opinion, in my opinion, business wise, I think it's a bad. I think it's a bad move. The reason why I say it's a bad move business wise is because you look at all of the other PLEs that we get throughout the year after WrestleMania. You got Backlash. You've got PLEs for NXT, such as Battleground, the Great American Bash. You've got the two PLEs in Saudi Arabia. One in the summer in Jeddah, and then the other one in the fall during in Riyadh, which is obviously Crown Jewel. You've got Money in the Bank. You've got SummerSlam. You've got Survivor Series. You've got NXT Deadline, which is obviously the final PLE of the entire calendar year. Not only that, but you also have as well other PLEs that also take place, such as Fastlane, Payback, or whatever other PLEs that they do right around that time. If they were to do WrestleMania in the month of May, this means that they would have to literally do Royal Rumble. They would have to do Royal Rumble. Sorry, I paused for a second. I apologize, but they would have to do Royal Rumble, Vengeance Day, which is obviously NXT's PLE, Elimination Chamber, which is also in February. March, they would have to do they would have to do something for March, perhaps do I don't know. I guess Roadblock would probably be one ideal. They could also do as well. They could also bring back a PLE, like perhaps like No Way Out or something like that. But when you look at the month of April, again, normally it would be WrestleMania, but since they're thinking about pushing it to the month of May, they would literally have to do at least one PLE in the month of April, which could potentially be either a main roster PLE or an NXT PLE. My opinion is that they would have to do at least, my opinion, Roadblock. I think Roadblock, mixing the main roster with NXT into one PLE, kind of like what they did with Survivor Series back in 2019, I think would probably have to be the best move possible to not only give the fans extra PLE content to watch on Peacock or the WWE Network, depending on where you live, but it would also help further hype up WrestleMania, and it can also re-predict what the WrestleMania card would be. So let's say for example, if WrestleMania does take place in Vegas next year, let's say that, and they want to hype up, let's say, let's say they wanted to hype up, I'll say Brock Lesnar's final match. Let's say that as an example, because there have been rumors that Lesnar is planning to retire next year, which after next year he's done. And it's weird it's weird that we hadn't seen Brock Lesnar since SummerSlam of last year. He missed out on WrestleMania in Philly, which ideally, if he was to be a part of the card for WrestleMania, I think it would have been super hype, but it also would have been pretty cool to see Brock Lesnar and The Rock go at it right in the middle of that of the main event between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. It would have been awesome, but that's just me. But anyway, let's say they wanted to hype up Brock Lesnar's last match, and and he wanted to challenge, let's say, I don't know, I guess maybe the Intercontinental title, let's say. And let's say for example, Gunther regains the title at Roadblock. Let's say that. Guess what? We get the ultimate dream match. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. Literally, it's the Sleeper versus the Kimura. The Power Bomb, or I guess what he used to call the Final Symphony, I think it was, versus the F5. Who is better? Who is the better man? That right there would have been the ultimate hype. But the only problem though is right around the month of May is usually when the final four of the NCAA championship usually starts. So they actually want to avoid going head to head with that, but they also want to avoid going head to head with other events that take place in the month of May. So I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say, but I think again it's a bad business practice, because they would literally have to have at least 5 PLEs from January, which is obviously the Royal Rumble, leading into WrestleMania with at least 1 PLE in the month of April. So again, Royal Rumble, Vengeance Day, Elimination Chamber, and then a PLE in March, plus a PLE in the month of April. They would need to have 5 PLEs to further hype up WrestleMania, and I think it's a bad business practice, because when it comes to WrestleMania being in the month of April, they only need 3 PLEs to hype up not only WrestleMania, but also NXT Stand and Deliver, which just that right there is a much more better business practice than having to use at least 4 or 5 PLEs to hype up WrestleMania. But I want your guys' opinion on this whole thing. Do you guys believe WrestleMania should take place in the month of May, or should it stay somewhere between March and April? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.